Do you know that we have many Nigerians who believe that all the technology achievements of the Westerners and of some other countries was able to be achieved by them simply because of the statues, what we call the deity statues that were taken or that were brought or that were forcefully taken from Nigeria to their country? That they use those deities, those statues, to build those technology. Yes, they believe that. All right. So for this video, I'll be talking about Juju in Nigeria. It's a belief system that is mainly held by millions of Nigerians. Before that, I'd love to show my full appreciation to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I'm very, very grateful to you guys. Without you, this would not be possible. Most especially Atomic Shroom. Thank you for being there for me, Mr. Mike. I'll forever be grateful to you. Alright, if you also want to comment my patrons, the link to be there to be in the screen of the video. I need patrons for the support. So, thank you. Alright, talking about the Juju practice. When we say Juju in Nigerian, Juju simply means it's a spiritual belief system, incorporated objects and spells for religious practices in West Africa, most especially in our Nigeria, in our Ghana, and in Cameroon. So, in this belief, we believe that there are people with spiritual power that can do things such as command. That is, they can give you command. They can use a special amulet, a special Juju object to command you. They give you command tone and you do that thing that they want you to do. And another part of it is that when they see your picture, they can attack you spiritually. You can be at home and they will also be in their home and they will attack you. For example, now they may use something like your picture to attack you. There are many people, because of the technology, many people are not talking about that now, but we still believe that, we still know there are people who believe that some powerful people using Juju, spiritual power, they can attack you at home. In fact, we have some sicknesses that if it develops in Nigeria, some people will believe that it's spiritual attack. Some people will believe firmly on that. This part, there is no evidence to support that. In this video, before I go further, I would like to clarify some things. In this video, it's not about demeaning those who believe in that. This video is about explaining to the Westerners how the belief system of Africa is based on that Juju area. I'm not demeaning, I'm not degrading the Yorubas or the tribe of other countries. No, that's not what I'm doing. In fact, even though I'm not proud to be a Nigerian, I'm completely proud to be a Yoruba person. So I'm not doing this to demean my tribe. No, it can never happen. I'm fully proud of being a Yoruba man. Fully proud of that. So we need to get this straight. There are times when we need to differentiate between reality and fiction. We need to be able to differentiate between things that is verifiable from things that is not verifiable. We need to understand that, and that is what I'll be doing in this video, because it's easy for some people to misconstrue this video about demeaning our Yorubas. No, that's not what I'm doing here. All right, talking about some of the things in the Juju belief system. First one, we have blood money. Now, to an English-speaking person, blood money is a money that is issued by the court, paid to a family victim of somebody who was killed on the road by a motorist. That's called blood money. But in Nigeria, when we say blood money, it means a different thing in Nigeria. Yes, when we say blood money. What's the blood money in Nigeria? Blood money is a money that is believed that it was spiritually produced by using human blood. Yes, for sacrifices. It is believed that there is a supernatural power that can be used to do what we call ritual money in the year. That the money will came from the genes. The money will supernaturally appear after the person has made human sacrifices, either a whole human or a baby or a part of a human. So that kind of blood, we usually call it blood money in Nigeria. Despite there's no evidence to support that, so we call it blood money. If you ask an average Nigerian on the street, if you have 5 average Nigerians on the street, at least 4 of them will tell you that we have what we call blood money. Yes, we have what we call blood money. After this video, I'm going to tell you my own opinion on all this. So we have blood money. Number two, yes, I was saying the money ritual. It is believed that it is believed in Yoruba system that if you don't have work, you have nothing to do. You have no work. Though we have many herbalists coming now to disprove that, to explain that it's not possible to spiritually get money nowadays. That the only thing that is possible is for them to do a charm, a juju for you that will boost your business and your work so that money will be coming in easily instead of you laboring before you get the money. However, we still have people who believe that you can get money supernaturally by doing the necessary by doing the necessary sacrifices and atonement that you can have the money. In this juju system, there is something that we call bere. We call it bere, but we have some people calling it incision, but it's quite different from incision. When I say incision is is a tiny hole made by a surgeon in order to perform a non-intrusive operation. But bere is quite different. When you make bere, you are not performing an operation. You only make the same small incision, usually with a razor blade, with a razor. Then you apply a kind of juju object, usually something that's in black in color, like a black powder. Then you apply it to the incision so that it become black and it will empower the person. That is how, according to the believers. So bere it's a kind of it's a word in Yoruba language that has no English word. So bere is different from incision, but many people call it incision. But I don't subscribe to that. They have different meanings. Just because they just used to take a nick does not mean that it's called incision. They perform different roles. They mean different things. So that called so bere. So when you see a Nigerian who has all the marks, I'm talking about all the small marks, probably I'm recording it in session, just like you are saying on the video, is a kind of way of fortifying. It depends on the kind of juju that they are trying to make. Like, for example, now, some people believe that depending on the materials that are used to make the supernatural elements now. For example, now we have they can use frog as an example. Now they can use frog, they can use pig, they can use lizard, they can use gecko. Just so many animals and also so many roots, herbs, and barks that can be used to make these elements. So there are different kinds of ones. Some are made for protection, while some are made for offense, to attack one's enemy. Another part of the juju system is that some people believe that people in Nigeria, precisely in the western part of Nigeria, they have power to control the rain. In fact, BBC has done a documentary about a man in Ghana who claimed to have power to control the. They did the experiment. I'm not sure the man passed. Yes, so they believe that they have the power to either start the rain or stop the rain. Yes, they believe that, and no one has investigated except the one that was done in Ghana. And from what I understand from the documentary the man filmed, but in Nigeria, such documentary has never been done. I'm not even sure anybody will come forward to partake in the in the documentary. So they believe they have the power to do that, despite the fact that it has never been proven. It has never been proved. So many people believe in that. Now the question is, what are the things that are used for making this juju now? What are the objects that are used for making it? A lot of things are used for making this juju, depending on the kind of juju that they want to make. Like, for example, now they can use frog, just like I said. They can use frog, they can use lizard, they can use, for example, they can use cow liver, they can use, I kind mention it, different kind of things any kind of animal that can be used. A pig, dog, cat, fish, hens. Just my egg. We have eggs that are traditionally laid by our traditional fowls. They are different from those that are laid by westernized fowls. Those are different. Those one we eat them. But the eggs that are laid by our traditional fowls, they are different from that of our westernized fowls, and they are smaller and a little bit stronger than that. So that's what they use for doing that. Not the one that we eat is different from that. All right. So when we were little, we've done this before. Whenever we've seen any hen, laying those eggs, you send the hen away, we pack the eggs and go and sell them. Though I'm not proud of that. So back then we didn't know what we were doing, so we did it back then, which I'm very sorry to the hen. We did it back then and sell it to them. That one is also used for making the juju. They believe a lot like that. Oh, now what is my opinion on the juju stuff? Supernatural power, supernatural being. What's my opinion on it? Well, my opinion is that it has never been proven. We don't have anything like that. It is just psychology. We don't have anything like that. And in case you are wondering, why am I saying we don't have anything like that? All right? This is where I get my evidence from. There are many things that have been said by our forefathers in the past that was orally passed to us that was discovered that is not true. Like, for example, now, do you know that we still have many adults in Nigeria who believe that cats don't mate? That is, they don't climb on top of each other to mate. That they believe that the male cat will jump over the male cat, and that is how they mate. They don't touch each other. We have a lot of Nigerian adults who firmly believe that. In fact, I've shown the video of cat mating to more than 7 adults. I'm talking about adults. About 2 of them were educated. I'm talking about degree educated. And they had no idea the cat really made. Because that has been there in the Yoruba that cats, they don't mate. Yeah, they mate. So that is wrong. So for somebody who gets that wrong, what are the other things that they are getting wrong? And they are yet to discover. Until technology came, until we can watch the internet, we had no idea. Another thing that is believed in the system is that all snakes are venomous. Yes, not all snakes are venomous, but Yoruba firmly believes that all snakes are venomous. That I can continue to mention. I can mention more than 15 of them that we believe when we're growing up that this is part of Yoruba, and when we grow, we discover that as a result of the availability of the internet. Back then, there was nothing like library. There was nowhere to confirm if something you are told is true or not. Nowhere to confirm. Once an elderly person tells you something, you just have to take it like that. You can't prove it. There's no way you can check, you can verify. But nowadays, we can verify things with the result, with the aid of the internet now. So internet is opening our ways to so many things, so many fallacies that I believe in Yoruba culture. I'm proud to be a Yoruba man, but I'm a kind of Yoruba man that will look for things to be verified, not an old dogmatic one that will just say it, believe it like that without any shred of evidence. Now, because if you don't leave that side, don't leave the path of just say it, believe it, whether it's true or not, we will never develop. We will never develop. We have many people in Nigeria, once they have a nightmare, the next thing that you see them in the herbalist place, they believe that they are being attacked. Whereas we have a lot of people out there, millions of them having nightmare day in, day out. And they're not being attacked, they're living their life, peacefully. So we need to understand this life. We need to understand that science is the world. Science may not understand everything, of course, but science will never understand everything. But we need to know. I'm not saying there is no cultural thing. No, it's talking about something like a masquerade and some other thing. We have our culture right there, but nothing is spiritual. We are only deceiving ourselves. We have many herbs for healing, for treatment in Nigeria. We have herbs, we have roots, we have bark, we have leaves. We have some people who know these things. And now, luckily, many of them are also been processing it to make it easier for usage. They'll be converting the leaves to tablets, changing it to tonic, changing it to liquid, and some other things. All right, that's about this video. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. I will surely answer your question. Whatever question you have, let me know, please. Once again, if you want to become my patrons, the link will be in the description of the video. Your support will be highly appreciated. Thank you. See you next time.